Several distinctly shaped towers dot London's skyline. The Gherkin, the Shard, and the Cheesegrater are some of the odd names given to these unusual structures by Londoners. However, these now iconic structures were not created solely for aesthetic reasons. So what are the reasons for structuring such strangely shaped buildings? Is it influenced by culture, government, or people? For today's video, we will discover why London's skyscrapers are strangely shaped. But before anything else, please show some support by liking this video and subscribing to this channel, Luxe Luxury. Please also hit the notification bell to be updated for more videos like this one. What are we waiting for? Let's get started. The skyline of London is one of the most well-known in the world. It has served as the setting for numerous films, royal weddings, and historical events. One of the most intriguing aspects of this is that it's both iconic and continually changing, with new building designs always in the works. The skyline of London might occasionally resemble a haphazard collection of Monopoly pieces. Just remember that there's a Cheesegrater, a Walkie Talkie, and a Gherkin building here. Isn't it strange? Not only are the names of these tall structures unusual, but also the reasoning for their shape will astound you. The Sky Gardens are located on the 35, 36, and 37 floors of the Walkie Talkie skyscraper, which is fashioned like a portable radio and is formerly known as 20 Fenchurch Street. It's easy to see how the Walkie Talkie got its name from its unusual design, which evokes memories of a 1980s mobile phone. Apart from its nicknames, it is most known for something a little more dramatic, being the structure that melted an automobile. During its construction, it was discovered that the concave design allowed the sun to reflect onto the street below, reaching temperatures for up to 117 degrees Celsius. It melted the bodywork of a car and a CDAM journalist. In front of it, I literally fried an egg on the ground. Sizzling. They've already fixed everything, and 20 Fenchurch Street is now most known for its wonderful Sky Garden, where you can get free views of the city. The 160-meter-tall, 38-story structure cost approximately $251 million to construct. Its initial design height would have been 220 meters, making it one of London's highest structures. The building had to be shrunk due to the St. Paul's Heights Agreement, which prohibited the development of any structures that impeded the view of St. Paul's Cathedral from 8 corridors. St. Paul's Cathedral is one of London's most recognizable and iconic structures. It was once London's tallest one and is now UK's second largest ecclesiastical structure after Liverpool Cathedral. Numerous royal occasions, including a few weddings, have also taken place here. It was also where Admiral Nelson, Winston Churchill, and Margaret Thatcher were laid to rest. The City of London Corporation has been operating this arrangement since 1937 in order to conserve and enhance key local vistas of the city. The views of St. Paul's Cathedral from Alexandra Palace, Parliament Hill, Primrose Hill, the viewing pavilion at Kenwood House, Greenwich Park, Point Hill Park in Blackheath, Westminster Pier, and King Henry VIII's Mount in Richmond Park are all protected by the laws. The map must be zoomed in into a detailed size and the required layers turned on to see the heights for each grid square. The Planning Policy Library has a tutorial on how to use the mapping tool. The St. Paul's Heights Study 2015, which can be found in the Planning Policy Library, is a technical document that examines the context of the Heights' history, an analysis of the Heights' form, an assessment of infringing buildings, an assessment of existing views, and a summary of issues that arise. It also contains instructions for properly using the mapping tool. The tall building construction in the City of London is governed by planning policies in the London Plan 2016 and the City of London Local Plan, which consider other areas to be inappropriate, such as conservation areas or areas where tall buildings would obstruct protected views of St. Paul's Cathedral, the Tower of London, or views of and from the monument. Tall building proposals are only allowed on sites that are deemed suitable in terms of their potential impact on the city's skyline, the character and amenity of their surroundings, including their relationship to existing tall buildings, the importance of heritage assets and their setting, and the impact on historic skyline features. This agreement has influenced the architecture of other structures such as the Gherkin and Cheesegrater, in addition to the Walkie Talkie. 30 St. Mary Axe, London, sometimes known as the Gherkin, is a commercial skyscraper in the financial area of London, designed in the modernist architectural style. The building's nickname is derived from its ovular elongated egg shape, which resembles a pickled cucumber. The structure is 591 feet tall and 41 stories tall, with several office spaces, a tenant bar, and a restaurant and observation deck on the upper levels. The skyscraper was designed by modernist architect Norman Foster, with construction beginning in 2001 and the reinsurance company Swiss Re moving in 2004. The Gherkin is an architectural marvel that has become one of London's most iconic monuments. This cucumber-shaped structure was initially intended to be the Millennium Tower, which would have stood 368 meters tall. However, to provide views of St. Paul's Cathedral and had to make it more practical, it was scaled down to a smaller, vegetable shape. And finally, there's the Cheesegrater, which is officially known as 122 Leadenhall Street. The thin structure was designed by Richard Rogers and Graham Sturck and developed by British Land and Oxford Properties. The Leadenhall building, which stands at 122 Leadenhall Street and has 48 stories, was completed in July 2014. Of course, this structure was not created because of an architect's fondness for cheddar. Rather, it was influenced by the St. Paul's Agreement. The building's original design was a normal vertical shape. However, it blocked the view of St. Paul's once again. As a result, it was agreed upon that the building would be sliced and titled to prevent obstructing views of the cathedral from Fleet Street and beyond. Many people were divided by this agreement. Others argue that this safeguarding is a sign of respect for London's past. Developers, on the other hand, believe that the protected views operate as a stumbling block to development, prohibiting the construction of more than 500,000 residences in the city. While many towers' interiors will be off limits to those who do not live or work there, some are taking a different approach. A couple of the 13 new skyscrapers under development in the city's main financial area will include public viewing galleries and panoramic views of the city, making them more appealing to tourists and Londoners alike. On the plus side, while architects follow the laws, their inventions end up becoming landmarks in their own right. Davis describes the structures as design statements. These new structures contribute significantly to the London skyline and to London itself, thanks to the vision of developers and architects. There will be more eye-catching styles in the future. The Flower Tower, a 235-meter residential tower at Canary Wharf, is set to be completed in 2023 and is named after its petal-inspired curves. Going back to 1945, the City of London has long encouraged avant-garde architecture, and for the most part, this approach has proven to be durable. Note that many beloved city landmarks, such as the Barbican Estate and the Lloyd's Building, a technological marvel that arguably represents the pinnacle of coat-hanger design, was initially reviled. Peter Rees, the city's then chief planning officer, revitalized this historical method in the first half of this century. As a result, a number of first-class structures, notably the Gherkin, were built. To date, history has been kind to the city's fostering of such buildings. Overall, the shapes of London's skyscrapers have been cut and shortened to preserve the architectural beauty of the city and cherished St. Paul's Cathedral. So, what are your thoughts about London skyscrapers having strange shapes? Which among these is your favorite and why? Feel free to share your answers through the comments section. I hope you enjoyed today's video and got a thing or two from it. If you did, kindly hit the like button and share this video with your friends. Also, subscribe to the Luxe Luxury channel to show some support. Please press the notification bell to never ever miss our future uploads. Thank you for watching and see you soon.